The original concept of the company was Christian teaching aids, so idea books, craft books, that sort of thing. However, we found that, it still wasn't, what we would consider profitable enough to launch our company. And Diane and I just prayed about it. We decided to take this one product, the Apple Cross lapel pin that we had developed, and put it on a postcard. We mailed it out to a few thousand large churches across the country. And I have to tell you, the results were nothing short of amazing. 6 months later, we were still getting orders from that one little postcard. And if I would show you that postcard today, you would say, Steve, that is the ugliest postcard I have ever seen in my entire life. But, if God is in it doesn't really matter. And the mission that we started with is really the same mission that CTA has today.
Coming to a place like CTA where Steve and Diane had already created a very God-centered culture, you don't have to adjust your values or compromise your values to align them with the values of the organization. My values, to the degree that I can possibly pull that off, my values, I want them to be God's values. And I want the values of CTA to be God's values. Just like every ministry that we're serving, they want their values to be God's. And so there's a perfect alignment. There's all these ministry leaders, ministry professionals out there trying to do the work of the Lord. And they don't have enough time, they don't have enough money, they don't have enough resources, right? We just want to serve them, and we want to do that with excellence. And I think that's something that everybody here at CTA can get incredibly excited about. Every single person has a heart for what the ministries are trying to accomplish.
Honestly, I haven't found another company that really does what they do. I think at CTA, they really take the time to connect it to the ministry aspect, but they do a lot for me and what I do, so they make my job a lot easier. Probably why I use them first is, like I said, a lot of their products are not just designed to be filler or, this is just something for you to pass out, to have something to pass out. But they all are very, I think, direct in their purpose and their ministry. Like some of these can be used on their own without even, being an enhancement to a curriculum.
So one of the reasons that I love CTA is, again, it's affordable, but it's quality, and I know the people behind the products, and I know that they're doing such a great job of taking God's lessons and putting it into practice in products that they create products from again, the itty bitties all the way up. And I love their products because of the fact that I know that they're gonna stand the test of time. But even more so, they're designed specifically for that age group. If you're asking a question, why CTA? It's trust. I trust the product. I don't ever have to worry that if I order something that I haven't actually gotten to see and put my hands on, I trust that it's biblical, it's what I need at that time and that place, and I don't ever have to worry about that it's not fitting the message.
If you really have a heart for people, and if you really put people first, yes, the customers first, but then also the employees first, right? Everybody around here, I tell them, at CTA, people are more important than money, right? And you gotta live that out. And I think that's right out of Scripture. That's exactly how God would have us do that. If you do that, if you put people first, business will take care of itself.
I just think about us as a company and the people here, and to always remember that we're family. And there's not a lot of places where companies feel like the employees are family, but we've been through a lot together. So, I think that's one of the hardest parts for me. I miss the company, but I really miss the people because it was family. It was an extension of our family.
Right.
So,
when I look at this last year, so I had, I went through my surgery, my cancer. I probably got 70 cards in 2 weeks. So yeah, I love every one of them. I love them as individuals, I love them as people, but I also love the work they do because they're all so passionate about what we're here to do. Right? I just think, okay, you give somebody a vision and that they can believe in. Okay, that's great, but you still need amazing people to grab onto that and to run with that and to do amazing things with that. And that's what I'm surrounded with at CTA.
You know, people have asked me and Diane over the years, what are the success factors? And obviously God's blessing and favor is by far the greatest success factor. And right along with that is that mission that we really feel like God has given CTA, and they're doing a great job of it. You know, it's very gratifying for Diane and I to see that.
All throughout the company, we've got posters up or pictures up, framed pictures, framed art that talks about what is success at CTA. And the very first line says, success at CTA is that God is pleased, right? So what does the next 25 years look like? Well, it starts with God being pleased. Now, we think that we've got a divinely inspired vision for the company, and that vision is to see Christians highly effective in their ministries so that Christ's kingdom is strengthened and expanded. Okay, that's not changing. And so ultimately, if you say the last 25 years were all about meeting the needs of the ministries in Christ's church, well, the next 25 years are exactly the same, but we know those needs won't be the same. And so we just want to make sure that we stay well connected, that we're listening to our customers, that we're hearing their heart, that we're aware of what they're doing, we're aware of what their needs are, and then we're taking all this talent that I'm surrounded with and just getting after that, making that happen, delivering on those needs. Over the next 25 years, I can't even, as I sit here today, I can't even imagine all the things that are going to change in the way that God moves His people. But if CTA could be part of blessing not only hundreds, but thousands, but millions of people, that just energizes my heart to think about.